Ulysses S. Grant's Second Inaugural Address, March 4, 1873. Fellow citizens, under Providence, I have been called a second time to act as executive over this great nation. It has been my endeavor in the past to maintain all the laws, and so far as lay in my power, to act for the best interests of the whole country. My best efforts will be given in the same direction in the future, aided, I trust, by my 4 years' experience in the office. When my first term of the office of Chief Executive began, the country had not recovered from the effects of a great internal revolution, and 3 of the former states of the Union had not been restored to their federal relations. It seemed to me wise that no new questions should be raised so long as that condition of affairs existed. Therefore, the past 4 years, so far as I could control events, have been consumed in the effort to restore harmony, public credit, commerce, and all the arts of peace and progress. It is my firm conviction that the civilized world is tending toward republicanism, or government by the people, through their chosen representatives, and that our own great republic is destined to be the guiding star to all others. Under our republic, we support an army less than that of any European power of any standing, and a navy less than that of either of at least 5 of them. There could be no extension of territory on this continent which would call for an increase of this force, but rather might such extension enable us to diminish it. The theory of government changes with general progress. Now that the telegraph is made available for communicating thought, together with rapid transit by steam, all parts of a continent are made contiguous for all purposes of government, and communication between the extreme limits of the country made easier than it was throughout the old 13 states at the beginning of our national existence. The effects of the late Civil War have been to free the slave and make him a citizen, yet he is not possessed of the civil rights which citizenship should carry with it. This is wrong and should be corrected. To this correction I stand committed, so far as executive influence can avail. Social equality is not a subject to be legislated upon, nor shall I ask that anything be done to advance the social status of the colored man except to give him a fair chance to develop what there is good in him. Give him access to the schools, and when he travels, let him feel assured that his conduct will regulate the treatment and fare he will receive. The states lately at war with the general government are now happily rehabilitated, and no executive control is exercised in any one of them that would not be exercised in any other state under like circumstances. It may be my misfortune to be called upon to execute some of the laws passed by Congress which I do not approve, but I shall endeavor to do so faithfully, and will only exercise the veto power when I deem it necessary to protect the Constitution. I have no policy to enforce against the will of the people. The question of suffrage is one which is likely to agitate the public, so long as a portion of the citizens of the nation are excluded from its privileges in any state. It seems to me very desirable that this question should be settled now, and I entertain the hope and express the desire that it may be by the ratification of the 15th Amendment to the Constitution. In conclusion, I ask patient forbearance, one toward another throughout the land, and a determined effort on the part of every citizen to do his share toward cementing a happy union. And I ask the prayers of the nation that I may be endowed with the wisdom and strength to perform the duties devolving upon me.